in store. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Jets. Here's Smith to return it. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Right to the air. It's Fields. He'll get it into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. 12 yards on the gain. That's good for a quick first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Look wide. Get this one complete. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They go play action with Fields. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
Here's 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Fields. He'll air it out. Deep for Wilson. Long, incomplete. Coverage, outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
To return, it is Turpin. Oh, he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Dak is going to put it up right away. He's got a man open. That's Tolbert. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. A big connection from Dak to CD. 41 yards.
So it's man coverage, Mike. You have to keep track of who your responsibility is. And in this case, he just drops him. He's wide open, short throws, turn into long runs, and they're inside the red zone.
He'll get that to Javonte Williams. And he'll be forced out of bounds and pick up a couple on that one.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
He's got it at the 3. And he'll take it on in. George Pickens. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Rene Wanwu now to return. Yeah, that'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Jets offense going to take over now for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. That is caught out wide on the RPO, and they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 2 plays, 2 nice pickups to start the drive. This one, a gain of 18.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
At the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. Fields taking off. He'll try to get there. And Fields is tough to bring down in the open field. Gives the D a break as he slides down, but he got the 1st down.
That's another.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on 3rd down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the 1st down, and then to protect himself with the slide, well done.
1st down, Fields. Escaping to his left. There he goes again. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. 1st and goal coming up.
Initially, they do a really nice job of bringing pressure, but what you can't do anytime you're playing an athletic quarterback like this, Mike, is you can't let him escape the pocket. You got to keep him on his spot. Seemed like everybody was chasing their own sack instead of just rushing him as a unit.
They'll run. It's Hall. And this one blown up. Good surge and drop him. A loss on the play. Back to the 9-yard line.
A loss of 2.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Now from the 9, it'll be 2nd and goal. In motion comes Lazard. Play action now for Fields. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's so close to the goal line. Couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up 3rd and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line. That one didn't have a chance, Mike. They do a great job of getting penetration, clogged up the run lanes, and now this offense has a decision to make here on 4th down.
They're going to go, and it's Hall. And he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on downs. The Cowboys offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. A first carry for the former Tar Heel, Williams. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll go again with Williams. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And they're going to get him down right at the 25. 13 yards on the catch there. 1st down, Cowboys.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
You know, Mike, it's funny, when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
2nd down, Prescott. We'll get this complete to Tolbert. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. Jake Ferguson was the intended target. And it's going to be 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. Been a bit of a shaky start so far. A punt followed by the turnover on downs last time they had it. So trying to turn things around here on drive number 3. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's hauled. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 4. One of the tight ends in motion right. They'll go again with Hall. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Fields from the gun on 3rd down. Gets that one to the veteran Lazard. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
first and 10.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
It's first down, and it's Hall. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
From the 38 now, here comes second and 8. Here's Fields. Flushed to his left. Now he'll run. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
Making the read, this is Fields. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's second down.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
From the 29, here's second and 5. In motion comes Lazard. Shotgun snap and a give to Hall. He brings this to about the 26-yard line. Dante Fowler there to make the tackle.
That's a gain of 3.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll throw here on third and short yardage. Open man is Lazard. He's got it. 13 yards the gain, down to the 13-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he's in! Justin Fields. Touchdown, Jets. Well, they were not hiding anything there. The quarterback takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for the touchdown.
And this was a run from the jump, Mike. There was no disguising anything. There was 10 guys blocking and 1 guy running. And in this case, it's the quarterback taking it in for 6.
That ties the game at 7.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This fielded at about the 9. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. It's been a good start for both sides. We are all even as they start this drive in the waning seconds of the first quarter. Dak can throw it here on first down. To the outside, looked in by Lamb. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. More from MetLife Stadium after this. On to the second quarter. Cowboys possess the football. They've got it looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. That's Jermaine Johnson there on the stop.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's third down.
They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
This offensive line has to do a better job, Mike, of communicating the protection pre-snap, especially on these key third downs. The blitz overwhelms them from the jump, and now they're picking their quarterback off the ground.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on to punt for the second straight drop. Davis to return it. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Jets offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Off the play action, here's Fields. He takes off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and a yard. Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. A run here with Hall. He will have the 1st down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Deron Bland, good coverage, and he gets his hands on that one.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
They will run it over center with Hall. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. They get 15 on that game, and the Jets have a 1st down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a 1st down.
And this has been a familiar sight all day today for this defense. They have no answer for this quarterback as a runner. That last scramble puts him over 100 yards for the day.
They'll run it out of the gun, and it's Hall. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
At the 28-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They put Wilson in motion. Another run here with Hall. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
That's to the running back, Breece Hall. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 50. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Jets 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6.
The quarterback could have handed it. He could have kept it himself. I don't really think either option would have turned out much different. Great job by the defense having a plan for the running back and a plan for the quarterback, and they're able to force that carry for no gain.
Field snap on 2nd down. He'll take off again.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Looking for a third down conversion on this drive, and they only need a foot. They'll go with the sneak. And he'll bite forward. Doesn't get a hold up, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up until this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
One of the tight ends motions right. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Backed up to the 3. It's 2nd and goal. One more time, they give it to Hall. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Forced out wide. And he's in. Justin Fields. Touchdown, Jets. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. Cavante Turpin on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense make their way out to take over once more. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. On play action, here's Dak. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. This pass right side, caught by Lamb.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Here comes 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
On third down, the defense decides to dial up a blitz. Give credit to the offensive line and the running backs. They were ready for it. They picked it up. That's what allowed the quarterback to escape the pocket, see open space, and convert and pick up the first down.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. On the play fake, Dak. There he goes again. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He'll find his tight end. That's Jake Ferguson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row. And another first down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
They'll get him out 4 here as he is taken down.
You can just see the frustration of the defender. Just see him get off the quarterback. He's like, man, hold that ball for 1 tick longer, man. I'm there to record the sack. Nice job by the quarterback having that timing and rhythm to get that ball out of his hand. And you can imagine, he got close this time. That defender, he's going to keep coming, and don't be surprised if he eventually gets to it.
He's got room to roam. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
And they'll stretch him out to the sideline, but he'll be taken down for a loss.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
And they'll get about 5 yards closer, but now it is 3rd and goal.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes.
Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys are back within 4 at 14-10.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. Had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. Crazy. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Jets offense ready to see what they can do. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They go play action with Fields. He'll take his shot, looking for Wilson.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike, and that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
2nd and 10. Throwing again. Fields on 2nd and 10. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. A gain there of 27 yards.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
Give up the middle with Hall. And he's going to be taken down as we hit a 2-minute warning here in this first half.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd down, they need 7. On play action, he'll set up to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Jadeveon Clowney. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
He is out of bounds. Mark him at the 25. That is where you don't see 3rd and 17 converted all that often. 1st down.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller.
And he will get into the end zone. Reese Hall. Touchdown, New York.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Folks, extra point is good. And the Jets are out to a 21-10 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return, here's Turpin. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Cowboys offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a 1st down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Throw left side, caught by Ferguson. And he's out of bounds. They're going to mark him at the 35. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick 1st down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And now the Cowboys are going to take a timeout. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6. Now Prescott. Left side, caught by Lamb. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter. A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up first and 10. Again, Prescott to the air. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Cowboys going to use their third and final timeout. They'll stop the clock at 24 seconds to go until halftime. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. They'll throw again. Dak. Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Cowboys offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with first and 10. Prescott. That's complete left side to Pickens. And he'll get about 3 as he's forced out of bounds.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
On second down, it's Dak. Throw across his body is complete, and he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. Prescott to his main man land. CD gets the Cowboys a first down.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm, being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down, but in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield, and there does come some danger when you throw back across, but in this case, it's a big completion.
Brings up second and 5 at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second and 5. Play action now. Prescott. This one is complete. It's Pickens. And they'll take this down inside the 35. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and that's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and Once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
He'll step up and run.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to be stopped at about the 4.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Inside the 5, it is second and goal. Now Prescott going to make the read and keep it himself. And this one blown up. Good surge and drop him. A loss on the play, back to the 9-yard line.
This defense doing a great job here facing this goal-to-go situation, especially on that last play. 2 stops down, and now the pressure really ramps up for this offense as they face third and goal.
Third and goal for Prescott. This one incomplete. It is batted away in the end zone. And now it's fourth down.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on fourth down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3? Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. At the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. On the return, here comes Wanwu. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Jets offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. Start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he is planted. Backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. Second down, it's Fields. He'll step up and run this. And a nice run, sliding to a halt. A pickup of 9.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. And this is caught on the sideline. Going to have the first down. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. They say the feet were out of bounds. Wow. Big, tight call there. For the moment, it'll be fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Cowboys offense ready to get back to work. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with first and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the third quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
On third down, Prescott to the left side. He's got Tolbert. 16-yard pickup on that one. That's good for a Dallas first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
Here's a handoff to Williams. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for. It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. That one, take it in. Jalen Tolbert. Touchdown, Dallas.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
And he will not get in. They will come up empty on this try for 2, unable to tie this football game up. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Wanwu. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Jets offense headed back to take over once more. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. Play action now for Fields. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
Off he goes.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they failed to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play. And good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss.
This fielded inside the 35. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They trail by 2. And we'll start this drive with 1st and 10. Dak gonna run with it himself. And he'll hit the deck here. Remember, that mark comes at the start of the slide. So only a gain of about a yard.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
On the play fake, Dak. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
And this is where the timing of these passing game, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
3rd and 2. Here we go. He'll try to run for it with Williams. But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, a field goal try at least gives you a chance to take the lead. I think at this stage, early in the 2nd half, Mike, if I'm this coach, I think I'm thinking long and hard. Do I have a play I love? If I do, let's be aggressive and extend this possession and hopefully come away with 6.
That's taken in. And he's going to have a Cowboys 1st down. They find a way to convert on 4th down and pick up 10 yards.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. Not much happening there, just a short game.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
2nd down, Prescott. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Third down and 9. From the shotgun, it's Dak. This one caught at the floor. And he's in. Jalen Tolbert, touchdown Cowboys. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. On for the PAT is Aubrey. He knocks it through. Cowboys will up the lead to 5.
Cowboys 26, Jets 21.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Fields. This one taken in by Reynolds. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. And the Jets have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
There's not a lot to this route. Man coverage, and you got a drag route. Give them a little something off the line and go. Win with speed. Good, accurate ball on the front shoulder pad allows him to pick up the rest after the catch and leads to a big gain.
And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. They'll have the 1st down. It's a gain of 28.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that out-breaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
In motion comes Lazard. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. To throw is Fields. There's that man again, another catch. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot. To throw is Fields. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
Fields. To the outside, complete. It's Wilson. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
4th down
and it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he will score again. Justin Fields. Touchdown, Jets. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
And he is not able to get to the goal line, so they stop him, cannot bump the lead up to 3. It remains a 1-point game. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. On play action, here's Dak. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That's brought in right side by Pickens. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's not going to get there. Out of bounds, a couple of yards short. It is 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
The Jets offense ready to take over once again. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Here's Fields. He takes off. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set of downs.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
They try to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring them down for a big loss.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Fields now on 2nd down. He'll swing this one out to Hall. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 15-yard pickup there. Good for a Jets 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conserved. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Back to throw is Fields. That's caught. It's the tight end, Mason Taylor. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Fields. And that is incomplete.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
On now comes the punt team for the Jets, as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. The Cowboys offense about ready to take over once more. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
Harrison Phillips on the stop. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 9-yard line.
Prescott. That's right side. He's got Ferguson. And they're going to get him down right at the 25. 17 yards, the gain there. First down, Cowboys.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Prescott to his main man Lamb. CD gets the Cowboys a first down.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout.
So the rule of thumb, so often when you call these play-action passes, Mike, is that the guy you fake it to, he tends to be wide open more often than not, and it's exactly the case here. Dump it off to the back in the flat, and he does the rest.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
On second down, it's Dak. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This to take the lead here in the fourth. This one has plenty of legs, and it is good. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
So, after the field goal to take the lead, kicker is back out there to send this one away. On the return, here comes Wanwu. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Jets offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Again, here's Hall. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He was brought down at the 26. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Play action now for Fields. Open is the tight end, Rucker. And it looks like he's going to come up just short of the first down. Out of bounds, a yard shy of what they needed. So they'll have to pick it up on 3rd down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
They'll go with the sneak. That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had it end. He does. 1st down.
That's good for a Jets.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the 1st down.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 5. He'll go again with Paul. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5. And here comes 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he'll convert, picking up the 1st down at the 46-yard line.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
Making the read, this is Fields. Electrifying run, bringing it all the way inside the 15-yard line. A big one here in the 4th quarter. 41 yards. And that a record run. It will break Colin Kaepernick's single-game mark for rushing yards by a quarterback. Kaepernick had 181 back in the divisional playoff January of 2013. This game surpasses that one. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Cowboys' 4-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 1. left side. Here comes Hall. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
It's a loss of a yard.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Throwing is Neal. Trying to set up the screen, but it is not there. He just had to spike it. It's incomplete, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up fourth and short.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. They move out front and take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So, after the field goal to take the lead, kicker is back out there to send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Cowboys offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Here's Ferguson on the tight end streak. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. To the outside. Catch made by Pickens.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Dak can throw it here on 1st down. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Now, on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Dak. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Dak facing 3rd and long. He's got his man. It's Pickens. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 23.
That is well done there, converting on 3rd and 15.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Here is 2nd and 7. Pistol now for Prescott. Here's a screen set up to Williams. He's got room at the 30. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock is stopped, 55 seconds remaining here in the game. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. They'll throw again, Dak. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout. A gain of 11 there and a first down. Here's first down. To the air again. Prescott. That is caught. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this.
And he will get into the end zone for the 2 and extend the lead to 7 points.
There was no hesitation from this offense. Immediately after they scored that touchdown, the entire sideline was holding up 2 fingers. They knew exactly what play they wanted. They felt great about it coming into the game, and clearly the right choice.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, here comes Wanwu. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So now, Justin Fields and the Jets down by 7. 43 seconds to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves as they come up with first down. Fields now to throw on first down. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion. Mason Taylor, the tight end, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their second. And it comes with 36 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. A big play in the game now. 3rd down and 1. Here's Hall. We'll have a Jets first down. The tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Jets are going to use their 3rd and final timeout here. And they'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game.
43-yard line.
Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. Off-balance throw, it's complete.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass. Because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time. And he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Here's second down. To throw is Fields. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. Time runs out. This game is over. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.